Hey Satish, how you doing? We're here at the Black BT stand.
Very good, Nick. How are you?
I'm good, yeah. Not bad for a first day. So, what's going on here? This looks like a very interesting device.
Thank you. Here we have the world's first combination pedal, the Black BT SusEx. It's the world's first pedal that can do both foot switch and continuous control in the same body. So it's a sustain pedal, it's an expression pedal, it's a drum trigger pedal, note trigger pedal, and it can basically be assigned to anything that MIDI can be assigned to.
Wow, okay. And am I seeing it working wirelessly as well?
Yeah, it's fully BLE MIDI, but then because 95% of the keyboards in the world are actually not equipped with BLE MIDI, so we have an iOS Android app that can give you that connectivity through MIDI, through USB MIDI.
Okay, so show me what it does.
All right. Now it's working like a regular sustain pedal, right?
Yeah, that's on full down, right?
But the moment I move my foot to the top surface, if you can focus here, now it's now working like an expression pedal. So I can choose the timbre that I want to work with and then switch back to sustain. So in the middle of a performance, I really don't need to have two different pedals. With one pedal on stage, I can take care of the job of two different pedals. So having said that, let me show you another feature before we get into the note trigger.
Yeah.
So I'm a film composer in India. So whenever I work with live orchestra, I get like a 8 or 9 player strong orchestra. So I always am forced to layer sample strings on top of them to make it a bigger sounding ensemble.
Yeah.
Now the acoustic instruments have beautiful dynamics. So when I want to recreate the same dynamics with my sample strings, you see how this is handy. And because it's BLE MIDI, you would think there's a lot of latency, but the latency actually is so low that I can actually create syncopation with this.
Nice. So what I was going to ask, what happens if you want to do sustain and control at the same time? So
that's what I'm gonna show you next. Now this is one of the unique movements to this particular product pedal that you can't do anywhere. So now what I'm going to do with my foot is I'm going to trigger the note with the back of my foot, and then I'm going to catch the modulation with the front of my foot, so that with one single pedal I can do both a loop trigger and also an expression control. You want to get this, Nick? You getting it?
That's neat.
As you guys know, Indian films have a lot of music. So for every film, I'm creating almost like 90 minutes of music. So if it's going to take me 90 hours to create that orchestral score, with the SusEx pedal, that becomes like around 45 hours because the dynamics become part of the performance as I am programming. So I don't need to do automation for the expression later on, although even if I'm playing the parts with both my hands.
But it still gets recorded, so you can edit it after the fact if you want anyway, right?
You can, but then it's not organic. It's not something that you can feel while you're composing. Like for instance, let me show you. So if I'm doing this, okay, I don't want that, turn that off. So if I do, if I didn't have the dynamics at my disposal, I wouldn't do that modulation in harmony.
Right.
I would feel very awkward about making the harmonic change when it's all too loud.
Right, I see what you're saying.
It becomes part of the organic performance.
So is this in the world? Can it be bought? What's the?
Yeah, the e-commerce site is online, and you can do pre-orders. We start shipping the very 1st of June.
Okay, what sort of price is it going to be?
It's $149.99 US dollars.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just have another quick look?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it needs charging, presumably. There's
Yeah, there's a lithium polymer battery. It works 8 hours non-stop in full, because Bluetooth can't be switched off. It can't go into standby mode. So it has to stay on. So it'll stay on for 8 hours.
Right, okay. But presumably you could feed it power and top it up.
Yeah, if you can use it when it's connected as well, and then you can use it continuously.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick.